Namaste HR professionals. I know if you have clicked on this thumbnail, then you are very much interested in knowing how am I going to take you through a journey of making you 10x better recruiter. And that too using one of the famous AIs nowadays, Chat GPT. Chat GPT is a generative text AI. What does it mean? It means that if you are going to give it a prompt, it is going to give us some text output. This also means the importance of giving right kind of prompts. So in today's session, I am going to talk about different prompts which can be used by a recruiter to become 10x recruiter. It is as simple as that. For this particular understand it better, we will be going by one example throughout the session. So just stay back, relaxed, and if you feel like at any point of time, you can also open a separate window and start trying or utilizing these prompts. So just stay with me. Let's move further and get on to the screen of ChatGPT. Once you are on the screen of ChatGPT, this is the normal window which you are going to find. As you can see on my screen, there are two things. One is ChatGPT 3.5, the other one is GPT-4. GPT-4 is a paid version. So for this session, we are going to use GPT 3.5, which is readily available free of cost. Just by using your Google login, you can start using this ChatGPT 3.5. First thing which we are going to do is to understand how to make an engaging, relevant, and gender neutral job description. For doing it, first thing you need to do is to understand or define the role of ChatGPT. Once I give the prompt, it will be much easier for you to understand what we can do to define the role of ChatGPT. Let's look at the prompt carefully now. I have already copied the prompt and I'm just pasting the prompt right now. So here you can see you are telling ChatGPT that you are an expert with more than 7 years of hiring experience. You have handled various roles from entry level to vice president level for Indian operations. Your strength lies in handling profiles related to manufacturing industry. Do you understand your role? If yes, respond with yes. These are the kind of prompts which you need to give to ChatGPT so that you can define the role of ChatGPT for this particular session. You see how promptly it has understood and given you some response, and it's beautifully written over there. Yes, I understand my role as an expert with over 7 years of hiring experience in the manufacturing industry for Indian operations, which means the model has clearly understood the role. The next thing which you need to do is to give the context. The whole idea about ChatGPT is in the context of it. When I say context, it means that how you are going to define what, where, all those elements will be covered in the context of it. So for the understanding of it, let me give it a context and then it will be clear for you that how it actually works. So I have already created a prompt which is going to help me in taking you through this session. So let me put the context now. Here I am asking ChatGPT that you need to create a job description for a position of head operations for a thermal power plant. Here the context is very clear to the ChatGPT right now. The role is head of operations and the operation is in a thermal power plant. I have also tried to give it a name. The name of thermal power plant, you can name your own organizations, and also some context in terms of the location, and also some context to the role and responsibility which the individual role holder is going to give. So I have also given something on the values of the organization. The company has values of trust, integrity, safety, and operational excellence. And I have also added 5 performance metrics as part of job description. Now let's look at how ChatGPT is going to respond to this. Now look at this. It has done tremendous job. The job description talks about operations role. So head of operations, the company name was ABC Private Limited. As example, we took it. The location. It has also talked about the company overview based upon the values which we had assigned given in the role. Now the role talks about we are seeking a dynamic and experienced head of operations to oversee the overall performance and management of a thermal power plant in Angul. You can understand how beautifully it has written down the role. Then it goes down with the plant operations management, the statutory compliance, the stakeholder management, team leadership, performance and efficiency, budget and cost management, continuous improvement. Then it also talks about the qualification and experience. If you remember correctly, in fact, let's go back on the prompt which we had given. We had never talked about the qualification part. However, based on the data which ChatGPT is already having, ChatGPT was able to identify what kind of qualifications and experience are suitable for such kind of roles. This is just a suggestion. You can always work upon it, rewrite it, but this is beautifully done in terms of from the database. They are able to pull all these things in the system. And you can note this is summary of job description and not an exhaustive list of responsibilities. The head of operations may be required to undertake additional duties as assigned by the company. So I hope up till now you might be enjoying it and understanding it, that how this is actually helping you a lot. Now if you are overwhelmed by the kind of information it has put across you, you can also ask ChatGPT to simply summarize it, summarize the job description itself. So provide the summary of the job description. So here what we have done, we have actually created one job description. However, if there is already existing job description, you can copy paste it over here and it can give you the summary as well from the text which you put across. So again, you can look at it in terms of the summary, which key responsibilities has come up. 5 key responsibility we have talked about. The qualification and experience remains over there. So this is what the summary part can help us do. Now one of the beautiful things which we can use from ChatGPT is you can ask it to present the data to you in a tabular format. Normally that is what we are very much comfortable with, that the data should come in a tabular format. So let's try to do that as well. So the prompt for that is provide the summary of the job description in a tabular manner. Apart from performance metrics, include skill and qualification as well. So now if you look at the output, it is being presented in a simple tabular format, and now it is much easier to understand it in a summary kind of format. And you can also look at that not only responsibilities, it has also thrown performance matrices for us. So plant efficiency, productivity, safety standard. In terms of statutory compliance, also compliance with regulations, maintain necessary permits and licenses, timely renewals. So these are the performance metrics system has been able to give it to us. If you are here with me till this moment, I hope you are enjoying this session. If yes, you can give it a thumbs up, and you can also share this video with your fellow colleagues who you see as a future recruiter or who are doing current recruiting as well. This is going to help them a lot. Let's look at a next prompt. So typically what happens once a recruiter receives a job description, he or she needs to understand the key elements in the job description, because those key elements are the one which are going to be used by the recruiter to search for certain kind of profiles on all the job sites. Maybe it's LinkedIn, Naukri, Indeed, Monster, whatever it may be. Those keywords are very, very important. Sometimes when job descriptions are lengthy, it becomes very, very difficult to do that. So here also you can use ChatGPT as one of your prompts, as I'm going to tell you one of the prompts which can help you getting those keywords. So let's look at the prompt for it, and I hope you all are enjoying this session so far. So the prompt here is, since you are a recruiter, what kind of keywords you are going to use from the job description to find suitable profiles from job boards such as Naukri, Monster, Indeed or LinkedIn. It doesn't take much of a time. You see, it makes the job easier. So in the job title section, head of operations, operations manager, plant operations head, thermal power plant manager, location Angul, Odisha, India, industry thermal power plant. So whatever has been mentioned in the quotes, these are the keywords which you need to put in the different search strings or the Boolean search strings that can help you in reaching up to the right kind of profile. Are you finding it interesting? This is indeed interesting, and we have been trying it and we have been exploring it a lot in our current job profiles. So once we have done this, what is the next step? Next step is typically you go on the websites, you put this text over there or you put these keywords over there, and then based on that the systems are going to give you certain profiles. So what I'm going to do, I am going to put the profiles here itself and then take help of ChatGPT to understand what is there in those profiles. So let me do that for you. So here the prompt is that I'm going to give you say 5 profiles so that you can evaluate those profiles for this job description. So let me write it down. I'm going to give you 5 profiles, and based on your need you can make it 5 profiles, 10 profiles, 20 profiles, whatever it may be. Give you 5 profiles so that you can match it with the job description. Do you understand your role? If yes, respond with the quotes, will put it yes and press enter. Yes, I understand the role. Please go ahead and provide the 5 profiles and I will match them with the job description for the head of operations position at the thermal plant. Then I will write, here goes the first profile, and shift enter to get a new line. And now what I have done, I have actually kept in one of the folders some of the profiles. So what I'm going to do, it is a Word file basically of these profiles. So I will just copy simply of these profiles and I'm going to paste it here, simple, and send. This is the first profile. So it has already started analyzing the profile and giving me summary, but at the moment I'm not going to look at it. I'm going to give it more profiles. Here goes the second, and now I'm again going back to my folder where I have kept these sample profiles. Now the third one, the fourth one, and now the last one. So what I have done, I have simply put across the copy paste from the Word to ChatGPT, and you can see system has already started understanding it. Now if we now you have got the JD over here, you have got the profiles over here. What next we can do using ChatGPT, and this is going to be more and more interesting to us. Now based on whatever we have shared so far, what I'm going to give it a new prompt and asking ChatGPT to give me something around the summary of it. Let's look at it. Prompt is, please provide summary of the profiles in a table. It should consist of name, email, mobile, qualification, work experience, age, and summary of their work experience in 500 characters. Let's look at it. Are you ready for it? Whether it will work or not work, let's check it. You can see on the screen that we have got certain information. It has tabulated the whole information. Typically a recruiter spends a lot of time in copying the data from Word file or a PDF and putting it in Excel to create a summary for the hiring managers. But this is going to help them a lot, and in fact cut down on the time spent big time. Not only this, let's not stop here. Let's try to understand it more and see, can we try to find some kind of fitment from the system itself? Let's try it. So I have got a beautiful prompt which is going to help us to explore this more. And now I'm asking ChatGPT to update the table in terms of fitment with the job description of head operations. Give fitment in terms of percentage based on the keywords identified from job description. Marks less than 60% as not suitable. Let's find out of these 5 profiles how many are suitable, not suitable. At least first cut it can provide or not. See the magic. Actually, all the profiles, in fact, which I had put as dummy profiles, none of them are actually matching the needs. And you can see the fitment in terms of the keywords, in terms of profiles, system has been able to give it me automatically. This is the magic. This is the power of AI which the recruiter can use and simply do the job in more effective way. If you're enjoying the video till now, give it a thumbs up. I know you might have been surprised so far with the usage of tool in the recruitment field. Let's see if there are any more things we can do. Let's try to find out that. The other job which the recruiter has is to send the letters to these people whose profile has not been suitable. Typically what we have been doing, there is a template fix, we'll just copy paste, change the name and send the recruit letters. But how about giving it more customized, more personal feel with actual mismatch so that people can actually work upon? So let's do that. So I'm going to give you a prompt for it. The prompt goes like this: draft a simple customized regret email for Mr. Ganesh Bhagwan. Bhagwat. The tone should be formal yet caring and hoping for their bright future. Mention the mismatched things of job description and the profile of Mr. Ganesh. Thank them for showing interest in ABC Private Limited. Let's look at the draft of the letter now. See, it has beautifully done it now. Regret letter. I hope this finds you well. We would like to extend our sincere gratitude for expressing your interest in the position mentioned. After thorough review and evaluation, we regret to inform that we have decided not to move forward with your application. While your profile demonstrates certain commendable qualities and skills, there are specific aspects of the job that do not align closely. The position of head of operations requires candidate with strong background in manufacturing industry, particularly in the field of thermal power plants. Additionally, the role necessitates a significant level of leadership experience, overseeing plant operations and managing statutory compliance and local stakeholders. Based on our evaluation, we observe that your current experience and qualifications are more focused on back office and data entry roles, which do not directly match the responsibilities. See, this is what should be done. A very clear, concise response to the candidates. So the candidates should also feel that yeah, you have done your job, you have looked at the profile. So this is going to actually help in building a good brand image as well, because the candidates are going to get a customized response for it. Are you liking it? Do you think it is going to help you? If yes, do not go away from here without making a comment. This is going to help me. So what more we can do from a recruiter perspective? Let's move forward. Sometimes we are asked to create a post. Nowadays a lot of posts are being created on social media so that we can attract more and more candidates. ChatGPT can help in creating that as well. So let me show it by the example which we have been seeing so far. Create a social media LinkedIn post talking about the opening. The post will be put on LinkedIn, handle of the company. Make this post engaging, use emojis. So emojis are very important. Let's try it out. Your job done. You can review the content and accordingly you can put it across on all your social media handles. The job become much easier by using these prompts. See how beautifully the emojis have also come in, and you can simply copy and paste it. In fact, if you want to use the power of your employees, you can draft a post which an employee can post from their social media, and actually it is a wider audience and wider reach and more accessibility than directly from the company's handle. So for that also you can help your employees simply by sending this prompt to ChatGPT, and after that ChatGPT is going to give us the outcome, and we can share it with our employees, and they can also post it on social media on our behalf. See, simple, thrilled to be part of ABC Private Limited. Exciting times ahead as we are now hiring for a position of head operations at our cutting edge thermal plant in Angul, Odisha. If you're a dynamic leader with a passion, then your details are already there, the email is there. This can be sent to employees so that they can post it on their own social media. What about next part, where I say, you are going to send emailers to your employees talking about referral bonus and all those things? Again, use the power of ChatGPT. Use the power of ChatGPT, create right kind of prompt for it, and it is going to again help you. For example, this is something which you can look at. 15th, let me put it like August. This company provides referral bonus. Create an announcement for the employees of the organization. This will be sent via email to employees asking for referral for head of operations. Amount will be 5% of CTC. These are some random numbers which I have put across just to help you out to understand the concept and understand how the system works. Again, it has made it beautifully. You can look at this as well. As you know, we have been looking at, I think we have covered almost all aspects of hiring. But now I'm going to talk about one bonus tip. The bonus tip is how you can create certain questions now from the job description with the system directly created, and that can actually help the line function, or even sometimes for the tele hiring or tele screening of the profiles. These questions can be really handy. So let's give ChatGPT the bonus prompt, which is going to be like Jadoo for you, magic for you. Yes, let's put it across. So what I did, actually, I have not only asked it for question but also asked for sample answers. So can you describe your experience in managing power plant operation? Answer: I have over 12 years of experience, blah blah blah. So all those things, now these questions can be thrown to the candidates, and based on their responses you can further select them, shortlist them, and that is what it can be helpful for you. And I hope you have liked this session, and you are going to use these prompts to make you 10x recruiter. My team has been using it, I have been using it, and we have actually benefited a lot through this process. So that's all for today. If you have liked this video, if you feel this can be really helpful, so don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much for being with us and going through this complete session. Thanks a lot.